Welcome to the Emily Otto Show, business coaching for rebel healers, priestesses, and other witchy women. This podcast will give you the tools to help you build and scale your online healing business so you can help more people and make more money. My goal is for you to enjoy your life and business with plenty of time for pleasure and play. I am over the moon delighted you're here. Let's start today's episode. Hello, welcome to the next episode of the Emily Otto Show, business coaching for rebel healers, witchy women, priestesses, any badass women out there who are magical and healer oriented. This shit is for you. So I would love for you, first of all, to please invite your friends to listen to this podcast. It's only going to get better and better, and I'm giving you juice every single week. So if there's a woman out there that you're like, oh my God, you need this, please send it their way and leave us a review. That would be amazing. And this is me asking you for your incredible support. If this podcast is nourishing you, please share it. That would mean the world to me. And you can also catch me on YouTube. So this podcast is on Apple, Spotify, all your favorite podcast platforms. And the video is now being produced on YouTube. So you can subscribe. It's same name everywhere. Emily Otto Rebel out on YouTube. So subscribe. I'm also revamping LinkedIn and Pinterest as channels. So go catch me there. And I'm interrupting my regularly scheduled programming because the Supreme Court are full of asshats. Yeah. So you might be feeling rage, frustration, despair, passion, fire, anger. Maybe, yeah, there's a lot. And this is my invitation to take care of yourself first. So if what you need is a snacky snack and a nap, my God, please get yourself a snack and a nap, right? If what you need is to be surrounded by community, get your cute butt into business coaching for rebel healers with Emily Otto, because that is a safe space that I hold all day, every day. There's over 600 amazing humans in there, and I got you. You get to build a business during late stage capitalism and the patriarchy. Woo! Some part of us somewhere decided that this was going to be interesting and fun. So here the fuck we go. So that perspective at least makes me laugh. I hope it also made you laugh. But on the mugs that I had made for the Rebel Mastermind as gifts for the last round, there's a quote on it from Chogyam Trungpa, who is a Buddhist philosopher and teacher. And it says, this is my favorite quote ever, but it basically says that hold the power of the great eastern sun in one hand and the despair and sadness of the human cycle that is samsara, this death and rebirth. And Buddhist philosophy believe that life is suffering, right? If you're a fan of The Princess Bride, which I hope you are, there's a quote that says, life is suffering, Highness. Anyone who tells you differently is selling something. And that's true. Yeah, I believe that that's true. But life doesn't have to be pain and frustration and hard, but suffering is part of it, right? The human condition elicits suffering. From the moment we're born, cells die, pains happen. As we get older, we start to creak a little bit more, right? And then there is death. This planet requires death as part of the cycle. Death feeds life. Life does not feed life. Only death does that. That is part of the cycle. Plants die, they nourish the soil, they create new nitrogen, which allows additional plants to grow and be nourished. That is how this planet operates. Life and death is part of how it operates. So suffering is naturally baked into the equation. So this quote says, hold the great eastern sun and that power in one hand, and in the other, hold the pain and the sadness of samsara. And only then, holding both of these things, can the warrior pour a proper cup of tea. And I love that quote so much because we get to have the joy and the pleasure and the power and the impact and the profit and the income and the service and the play, and two, the frustration and the sadness and the grief and the sorrow and the anger at America, at the Supreme Court, at us dialing back and future beyond 1973. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So if you're an international listener, you probably know this by now, but if you don't, a few weeks ago, the Supreme Court, it was leaked that basically they're going to overturn Roe versus Wade, which was this landmark Supreme Court case, which empowered women to access healthcare for their bodies. So I am firmly pro-choice. I would even consider myself pro-abortion because I care about the woman, about the human who's here with a full brain, with a full heart, with a full spirit first and foremost. And yes to tiny humans. And yes, I have 2 babies myself. And yes, 80% of the women I know have had an abortion, 1 or more. Okay? And I don't want them dying in back alleys because of a lack of access to proper medical care. This is a human rights issue. This is a human rights issue. This is a human rights issue. And to be honest, I hope the UN creates sanctions against the United States for this level of bullshit. Not only is it bad enough that we have to access healthcare through private employers and through purchasing it on plans we don't even fully understand and don't fully utilize, and pay for shit that we aren't using. No, that's not enough to hide the costs and to not understand it and have to create companies and labor and income. No. But now we don't have access to take care of our bodies. I know women that could have died from ectopic pregnancies. Those are considered abortions when the cells that are exploding in your body threaten to kill you. What are we going to do in those situations? Are you fucking kidding me? That's really where I'm at right now. Are you fucking kidding me? So I have the privilege of being fully resourced and of feeling safe because I have had 2 tiny humans on purpose. I'm done having tiny humans. My husband got a vasectomy in September in the last fall. So I don't have a lot of fear about myself becoming pregnant and needing to access an abortion. What I have is resolve, resistance, rebellion, and not the kind that is trying to dismantle the system with raw force, but the kind that wants to double down on what I'm doing and how I'm supporting and helping you, because you being wildly successful and making a lot of money and doing it with ease and pleasure and play and passion and joy, that is how we dismantle the patriarchy. That is how we claim our rights. And I can do that. I can help you build a business. I can help you get visible and scale a business. I can help you figure out what programs and services to offer your people so that you are supporting them and they are paying for your incredible programs and services. That I can do. So I'm here for that. And then I can also make donations toward amazing organizations. I'm going to give you one example of how women having a lot of money and power is critical in these times. I want you to make a power grab, ladies. I mean it. I mean it. If you have a desire to have a business and make money and help people, now's the time. Now's the time. Because now more than ever, people need your help and support. And your money, the more you make, the more impact you can have. The more authentic and visible you are, the more power you get to claim. Good example of this, Lizzo. I was watching her TikTok feed And she said, I just decided I'm donating $500,000 to Planned Parenthood. And then I called Live Nation. And Live Nation is this corporation that does a lot of streaming platforms and like music production. And I think they're like a ticketing agency. They do a lot online. And she said, I challenged them to match me. And they did. Okay. That is power. That is female power. Not only did she have the money to donate, she donated it directly towards an organization who has systems and structures in place to help people who need it, right? An organization that's set up for that. She donated $500,000. That's huge. I have not yet made $500,000. I look forward to the day that I can donate $500,000. I hope you do too. Not only did she say, I'm going to donate $500,000, but then she challenged another organization to fucking match her. And they did. That's $1 million. $1 million. $1 million. That's huge. It's huge. The economic impact of $1 million being donated to Planned Parenthood in these times right now is a big fucking deal. Okay. And so too is the action of $100, $25, $1,000, right? It's a big deal. It's a big deal. You get to. That is the kind of impact and income that I want to create. And if that has you shaking in your boots, great. Let's do it together. I've got you. You'll get to make whatever amount of impact and income you want. If you want to serve 30 people a year, fucking great. I'm here for it. If you want to serve 300 people a year, fucking great. I'm here for it. Me, I'm angling towards that $1 million business within 5 years. This year, I'm going towards $250,000. Not because I want that in profit to live off of, but because if I do that, that means I get to hire even more women. That means I get to donate towards rad causes I care about. That means I get to help that many more women create a business that works for them, for their families, on their schedule, that brings joy and ease and pleasure and play and enables them, you, to help other people. That shit matters to me now more than ever. So I am here for that, and I am here for you, and I'm not going anywhere. Buckle up, Buttercup, we got this. And there will be moments that you have to set it down. There will be moments to rest, but that's why we have community and we have each other. And I'm here for that. Come join my free Facebook group, Business Coaching for Rebel Healers with Emily Otto. Solidarity. Share this podcast. Call in your friends. We got this. And when we don't got this, that's okay. It's okay. These times are hard. Your despair, your frustration, your hopelessness is being weaponized on purpose. Okay? That's the name of the game. Exhaust the women so that they can't fight. Exhaust the womb havers, which might not only be women, so that they don't have the ability to fight back. And I don't think that fighting is the only thing. But hey, the name's Rebel. I do believe in rebellion, but a rebellion that protects your spirit, that has you feeling nourished and nurtured, not burned out, okay? I don't want to see your star burn out. I want you to be nourished, because this might be a long haul thing, whether it's a fight, a battle, a wave of change. It might take some time. And I want you to be nourished and resourced every step of the way. Hello, beautiful humans. I am so excited to announce my 6-figure healer business coaching intensive. This is for you if you're ready to make the income and the impact you know you're destined for. This is for you if you don't want to wait 6 months for results and you just want some intense support now, so you can get the strategy, mindset, and action in alignment with your 6-figure healer life. What's included? A 45-minute video coaching call with me so you can get clear on your desires, strategies, and aligned actions. 2 weeks of Voxer support for accountability, mindset check-ins, and all the magical witchy woo juice you can handle. Access to both of my DIY coaching bundles, creating your signature offer that sells, and connecting to paying clients. Those bundles alone are generally sold for $397. All of that is only one payment of $555. You can grab the link in the show notes, book that session with me. I have openings right now. That's it for today. Share this episode with other Rebel healers so they too can make more money and deeply support their people. Join my free Facebook group at Business Coaching for Rebel Healers with Emily Otto, and stay tuned for next week's episode. XOXO.